It is Thursday, May 22nd, about 17:30 hours. Down there you'll see maybe a glass of red wine, a plastic of red wine. This is our last night out here. Hilton Head, we're pointed toward Hilton Head that way, and that mess up there. The entrance to the Sound is maybe 40 miles ahead. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to slow down, maybe heave to. Not sure. Well, we had some excitement here a few minutes ago. We're having some good sailing, as you can see. Deeply furled jib, single reef in the main. I'm going to go down below because I'm going to get wet if I stay up here. Outboard still back there. I hope it starts when I want it to. Yesterday was brutal beyond the telling of it. We had 20-25 knots of wind on the nose, 5 to 6 foot breaking waves. Gannet was leaping off of the crests of those waves and landing in the troughs with a terrible thud. I began to doubt the mast could stay up, and also that day, I'm not sure, I have to look at the log. I don't know if I started with a single reef in and shook it out. I did that at some point. Then I had to put it back in. Then I put in the second reef. And on Gannet, her first reef is the equivalent of a number 2. Her second reef is the equivalent of a 4. Well, I no sooner got that top reef in, and I had to take it out because there just wasn't any power left. And so we drifted from about this time last night. I tried to heave to first, and that didn't work. We were going back out to sea too rapidly. So I furled the jib and took the main down and just let us lie a hull during the night, and we drifted surprisingly short distance. The entrance to Port Royal Sound, by memory, was something like 67 nautical miles at noon yesterday. At 8 o'clock this morning when we started sailing again, it was only 69 miles. Different angle. We had gone south about, I don't remember how many miles. Anyway, today the wind it died away, not completely. We had some really nice sailing. It was light. And it had backed a little. I expected to have to tack more. I've only tacked once, but I expected to have to tack more. And it's continued to back, and we're headed almost toward the mouth of Port Royal Sound. And all of a sudden, and the wind was maybe 10-11 knots. Fine, I wanted a quiet night. So I opened a bottle of wine, poured myself a plastic, and we start leaping off of waves, and spray starts coming back here. And I think, what the hell is happening? And I look out, and the wind has gone to 18. So I furled more of the jib. We were still pounding. I furled more of the jib again. Life is under control. It's been a nice day. And things got dried out here today. Everything was wet down below yesterday, naturally. Whenever I went on deck, I wore foul weather gear, but I still got slammed by a lot of waves. So, I will have my Smith & Hook Cabernet Sauvignon and a freeze-dried feast of undetermined nature. Should be in tomorrow. There are no guarantees until you're tied to the dock. I certainly hope at least I'm anchored in Port Royal Sound. Got the tide with me in Skull Creek in the morning. Tide changes at around noon. And that outboard's been back there getting wet. All the connections should be good. Never done that before. As I said in a previous video, I did it because I wanted to test if the hydro generation worked, and it did. But then you've got the thing sticking out there. I like it.